Jerome Powell is not budging on interest rates. Donald Trump really wants Powell to cut interest rates, and Powell is like, heck no, we gotta wait and see what happens. Trump says Powell's an idiot, and I'm gonna show you why Powell is not an idiot. The first thing that we need to understand is the money supply of the economy and how the money supply in the economy is equal to M2 money supply. I am just kidding, it is not equal to this. That's a dummy's version of the money supply in the economy. This is the real one. Money supply is equal to the monetary base, aka the Federal Reserve, also known as Jerome Powell, times the money multiplier in the economy, and this is made up of me, you, and the banks. So when the Federal Reserve lowers interest rates, this increases the monetary base in the economy, which overall will increase the money supply in the economy. And when the money supply in the economy increases, this is directly correlated to increasing inflation in the economy. So if all else is held constant and you raise the monetary base, aka cut interest rates, you're going to cause more inflation. You throw that in with tariffs. So right now, this is where our economy is at. Prices over here at P1. And this is before the tariffs. So what happens after tariffs? Well, since America imports the majority of its products, once you place a tariff on it, the input cost of that product will go up. This will cause producers in the economy to produce less due to higher input costs, which will cause the price of the products to also go up. So, Jerome Powell doesn't want to cut interest rates, aka increase the monetary base, aka increase the money supply in the economy, because he's worried about the inflation that we're going to get from tariffs. And if you did this on top of this, then you're like looking at massive inflation. So no, lowering interest rates right now with something like tariffs in the near future is not a good thing. It's not a good idea. Also, lowering interest rates is something that you usually do when you're like in a recession or the economy is in a downturn. Like in 2008, they slashed interest rates. Like in 2020, when COVID caused everything to shut down, they cut interest rates. And when we're basically in a recession and the Federal Reserve decides to cut interest rates, increasing the monetary base, we don't always see this increase in money supply because it's offset by a decrease in the money multiplier, because the money multiplier is made up of, like I said, me and you. And when times are bad, basically this shrinks because of the way that this equation is split out for the money multiplier. When times are bad, the money multiplier just naturally goes down. It's in your behavior. You can't stop it. And then when times are good, the money multiplier increases. So, yeah. And just to follow that example all the way through, when times are good, the money multiplier naturally starts to go higher. So then when times are good, actually the Federal Reserve will want to raise interest rates, aka lower the monetary base, to offset the increase in the money multiplier, to help offset that from increasing the money supply too high. So yeah, these things are supposed to just kind of work together and offset each other, and it's like opposite day. So to summarize, if you were to lower interest rates and then implement tariffs, we could end up in a situation where there is kind of runaway inflation due to the higher input cost from the tariffs along with the increase in the money supply, because the money supply in the economy is 100% tied to the inflation in the economy.